And the month of May is National Wildfire Awareness Month. And after last year's overactive wildfire season, it's time to start getting ready. And it comes as western U.S. is bracing for an early start to wildfire season. Actually, across the West, fire experts are bracing for what looks to be another summer of potentially devastating wildfires as the season gets underway alarmingly early. In California, New Mexico, and Arizona, flames are already roaring to life. And what's fueling these fires? Well, persistent drought conditions plaguing western states.
The changing environment, the changing seasons, and the lack of moisture and precipitation we get in the wintertime is really extending those fire seasons and really kind of creating that year-round fire season.
Exceptionally dry vegetation has essentially turned states like California into a tinderbox. As crews gear up to battle any wildland blaze in the months ahead, the public is being asked to take preventative action. And the big question now is your own house ready for wildfire season? 23 ABC's meteorologist Brandon Michael is actually live at Home Depot tonight in East Bakersfield with not only a look at your forecast, but of course more information on protecting your home from those fires. Good evening, Brandon.
Yeah, good evening. It's definitely feeling a little bit like wildfire season out here this evening. A little bit breezy, definitely dry, definitely warm. So it's a good time to talk about these things. And to talk about them, I'm joined here with Andrew Shaw. He's the garden supervisor here at Home Depot. Thanks for joining us here, Andrew.
Thank you for coming out.
So first question, we're going to keep it pretty basic. What are some of the simplest things people can do to protect their home during wildfire season?
So the very first thing that you want to do is you want to have a plan. First thing is have an evacuation route for everyone in your house that everybody knows to get out safely. The second thing is have an out-of-state friend or relative, preferably one where everybody has that phone number memorized. That way they can be the point of contact for everyone in the family to communicate with during a disaster.
Gotcha. And we know wildfires are a big issue, but fires in the home are a problem as well. What are some tips you'd give to people for fire prevention within the home?
So what a lot of people actually don't know is that you need to replace your fire equipment every 10 years. And that means replacing the entire device, not just the battery that's inside. We have some smoke alarms here that are hardwired, but they do have a 10-year lithium battery that's going to protect you in the case of a power failure. We also carry a wide variety of fire extinguishers that should be kept in many different places around the property.
Understood. And in the unfortunate event that a fire were to happen or a wildfire were to break out near someone, what is good to have in an emergency kit in the home?
So an emergency kit is one of those things that every family should have in their house, preferably in something like one of our HDX Tough Totes or any rolling cooler. That way it's easy to grab and take in an emergency. You want to carry things such as bottled water, flashlights, batteries, duct tape, and think about food as well. We do offer emergency food supply kits that can last a family of 4 up to a week.
Gotcha. And lastly, if people have more questions about this type of stuff, what should they do?
Well, the first thing they should do is definitely come on down to the store. We'll be more than happy to help them out. We also have a website, which is homedepot.com/weathercenter, where we posted quite a bit of information for people to educate themselves on the risks of not just fires, but other natural disasters such as earthquakes and floods.
Gotcha. Well, thank you so much for that information, Andrew. Of course, we're going to be continuing to talk about this through the month of May. It is Wildfire Awareness Month, and we're going to take a look at your forecast here because it is